Listen carefully. Stop for a moment. Before you decide anything, watch this. This story didn't start today. Something here doesn't add up. Here is what is happening. Reports about a major BTS comeback in 2026 are gaining attention across global media. Industry insiders suggest that preparations for a full group project are already underway. At the center of the discussion is Jungkook's vocal performance. A well-known international producer recently described his voice as flawless. The comment quickly spread across music communities and fan platforms. It also raised expectations for the group's next era. The statement did not come from fan speculation. It was shared during a professional discussion about upcoming collaborations. This is why industry observers are taking it seriously. The timing of the report is also important. Several BTS members are approaching the completion of their military service. This makes 2026 a realistic window for a full group return. For the music industry, this is more than a comeback rumor. It signals the possible return of one of the most influential global acts. Market analysts are already watching the situation closely. To understand the impact, it is important to look at the background. Since 2022, BTS has focused mainly on individual activities. Each member explored solo music, branding, and global partnerships. Jungkook's solo era was particularly successful. His releases performed strongly on global streaming platforms. He also expanded his presence in Western markets. His vocal reputation has grown significantly during this period. Critics often highlight his stability, tone control, and versatility. This explains why producers continue to show strong interest. The recent comment about his voice reflects a broader industry view. Many professionals see him as one of the strongest pop vocalists today. That perception adds weight to any future group project. According to reports, the upcoming BTS project may involve global producers. Some of these names have previously worked with major international artists. This suggests a strategy focused on worldwide impact. Sources indicate that recording discussions began earlier than expected. While official confirmation is limited, planning activity appears active. HYBE has not yet announced a detailed timeline. The production direction is expected to blend global pop with BTS's identity. This includes strong vocals, performance-driven tracks, and emotional themes. Jungkook's role could be central in vocal arrangement. Industry observers also expect high production standards. BTS releases typically involve large-scale planning and multiple studios. This level of preparation requires significant lead time. Another key factor is the group's global audience. Demand for a full group comeback has remained strong. Fan engagement data shows consistent international interest. Social media reactions intensified after the producer's statement. The phrase, flawless voice, quickly trended in multiple regions. Fans interpreted it as a sign of a high-quality project. Music communities also responded with professional analysis. Some vocal coaches discussed Jungkook's technique and consistency. Others compared his live performance stability to top-tier pop artists. Media outlets in Korea, the United States, and Europe picked up the story. Most reports focused on the industry credibility behind the comment. This helped move the discussion beyond fan speculation. At the same time, some analysts advised caution. They noted that no official comeback date has been confirmed. The project remains in a preparation phase. Even so, market expectations are already rising. Streaming platforms are anticipating increased traffic around BTS content. Advertising partners are also monitoring the situation. The potential business impact is significant. A full BTS comeback could influence global music charts immediately. Album sales, digital streams, and tour demand are expected to surge. For HYBE, the timing could strengthen financial performance. The company's revenue historically rises during group activity periods. Investors are closely watching signals related to 2026. From a career perspective, the comeback carries strategic value. The group has maintained relevance during its partial hiatus. A strong return could reinforce long-term global positioning. Jungkook's role is particularly important in this context. His solo success has expanded the group's international reach. His vocal recognition adds credibility to the upcoming project. The flawless comment also affects public perception. It frames expectations around vocal quality and performance level. This increases attention on live stages and recordings. However, higher expectations also bring pressure. Global audiences now anticipate a polished and competitive release. Industry competition in 2026 is expected to be strong. Another factor is the evolution of the global pop market. Streaming trends now favor high replay value and strong hooks. Producers working with BTS are likely considering this shift. Touring potential is also part of the discussion. If a full comeback is confirmed, a world tour is highly likely. Live performance remains one of BTS's strongest assets. Media analysts believe the comeback could reset industry benchmarks. Past BTS releases have influenced marketing and release strategies. A 2026 return may shape trends again. For now, the situation remains in a development stage. No official tracklist, concept, or release date has been announced. HYBE has maintained a cautious communication approach. Still, the producer's statement has changed the conversation. It introduced a professional endorsement rather than speculation. That shift is why the story continues to grow. Public interest remains steady across global platforms. Search trends related to BTS and Jungkook are increasing. Fan communities are closely tracking every new update. Industry watchers expect more information later in 2026. Major announcements typically follow after internal production milestones. Until then, confirmation will likely remain limited. At this moment, one fact is clear. Preparation for BTS's next era appears to be underway. And expectations are already building worldwide. The description of Jungkook's voice as flawless has added momentum. It highlights the group's continued reputation for performance quality. It also reinforces confidence in their upcoming work. As the timeline develops, the industry will be watching closely. The scale of interest suggests a major global event in the making. But for now, the comeback remains a project in progress. What happens next will depend on official announcements. Until then, the story reflects growing preparation, rising expectations, and strong market anticipation. The next chapter of BTS may be closer than it appears.